Okay. Here we go. Happy Wednesday. 'Tis the day after Title Tuesday. I'm back on Lichess. Let's join the tournament. I'm gonna play the daily Rapid Arena, starting in just over 5 minutes. I feel like it's been a while since I streamed one of these. Maybe I'll try and be competitive. Try and win the tournament. And the main goal is to have fun, play some instructive games. Hopefully teach a thing or two. Welcome to the early joiners in chat. Evergreen Emperor, G Spades, Philip. We got Gorkum Gulan. Amaria Scene, Alex Serg. Hello to Twitch and YouTube. Sorry if I'm butchering pronunciations. So I could do a warm-up. Probably not a warm-up game, but maybe some puzzles. I was debating between Puzzle Storm and Puzzle Racer. I have Puzzle Storm open. Oh no, I have to reload. Okay. It's been a while since I've done Puzzle Storm. My all-time high is 79. So let's try and beat it. It's very similar to Puzzle Rush, but if I get puzzles wrong, then I get penalized time. If I get a streak of puzzles correct or moves correct, then I can get bonus time. So it does incentivize accuracy. Yeah, let's just hop into it. Oop, a little bit of lag there. Okay. Focus, focus. Oh, I did not focus there. Oops. Blundered a queen. What does this take?
Let's go.
Let's go. What to do? Check. I feel slow. Take. No. Focus, focus. No. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's like a double pork. Ah.
Zero.
Wait, tournament's started? Oh no. Okay, let's not forfeit. I want to finish the thing. Um, I don't see it. Ah, okay. I got to 56. Okay, let's switch my scene here. Welcome everyone. Hello, hello. If you're just joining, the tournament just started. I'm playing against a London opening. I hope things look okay. Maybe I can make the board bigger. Queen c2 is a move. Is that better? I think that's better. I have to remember my prep here. Like this. It's actually been a while since I've looked at this line. Anyway, let's try and focus. I think it's g6. Well, f6 is sometimes played, but let's play g6. Okay, so first game of the tournament. Yeah, maybe I mistimed the puzzle storm a little bit there. So I'm playing someone who's has a question mark next to their rating, but maybe just a sign they haven't played rapid in a while. Queen me3. So generally, I like to get the structure after like c4, take and take. Am I concerned about knight b5? There's like rook a5. I think it's okay. Also, thank you, Brooms. Appreciate the super chat. New Centurion 13. Happy 25 months. So I'm not scared of this. The rook would defend the pawn, just king d7. I don't mind keeping the king in the center when queens are off the board. a4 makes sense. Now, I mean, maybe I can get the bishop pair. Like h6, trade on g3, bishop g7. Long term, I want to castle and play rook a8 and use the a-file. How does Serg have 3 points already? So there is berserking. A couple players with 3 points now. This is a Lichess arena. So every game, players have the option to berserk, cut their time in half. If you win when berserking, you get an extra point for the tournament standings. I think white is just losing time. Now I double up, make the battery. I'm not only threatening to take on a4, I'm threatening to take on b5. Okay, so the rook's defended now multiple times. I'll just take on a4. Looks pretty good. Okay, a few ideas come to mind. I mean, first idea is this, and then this. Another idea is like rook a5, b5, and b4. There's also e5, but let's be solid. Let's start with this. King d2. Yeah, I think the bishop is just happier on this diagonal. Like generally in middle games, a long diagonal is a better place for the bishop, but not when white has such a pawn chain. I'm not sure if I'm actually threatening to take, because then h6 is kind of hanging. Takes, rook a2. Might want to start with something else. f6 actually looks nice. Oh, white wants to play this. Like this and this. I think I just have to allow it. I like f6, just restricting this knight. Being solid. In such a position, sometimes you have to be patient, make the gradual improvements. There's a comment in YouTube chat from Krista Float. Your stream is YouTube featured. What does that mean? Like, is YouTube featuring it somewhere special? Or is it like recommended on your homepage? I think that's how most people come across my videos, is just the personalized recommendations. But sometimes it's hard to keep up with like all the ways YouTube is maybe promoting videos or doing new features. Okay, so again, I can consider taking, but I don't want to abandon the pawn. I mean, do I want to take on c2 and then go for this? Looks fine. Let me know if there's anyone like new here, if you're a new viewer or maybe you have never watched a live stream before. I feel like most of the people who tune into these have at least seen some of my content before. Okay, I could push. Pushing's interesting. It closes things down completely, but then the other pawn can march up. I think it makes sense. My knight would like to be on a4. Let's start with b5. I think the ideal setup is to get the knight here. Gotta watch out for this knight. Am I scared of knight g4? Probably not. I mean, also, yeah, let's spend a moment looking at this. This actually might just be better. There's a funny mate after knight g4 take if king takes bishop b4 checkmate. If pawn takes, then I have a passer. But if I push, there's king c2. Yeah, it's probably worth just defending the pawn. Considering f5, allowing knight e5. I guess I have to do something awkward to defend the pawn. Like king e7, bishop g7. I'll play bishop g7. I think my king wants to help out the b pawn. Okay, so I could push. Yeah, this knight is gonna... And both knights are gonna be super passive. What's really funny, actually, this knight's completely stuck. Like, for the rest of the game, it's not going to be able to re-enter the game. And there's no way to get rid of these pawns. Or get rid of this pawn. So what I could probably do is... like, close everything down. Play this. And then work both sides of the board. And there's no... Is there a reason to play this? I guess it kind of makes sense. V for victory. Okay, so now the bishop will return to the starting square yet again. And I might as well plant it on a3. And what is this knight doing? Does this knight have a future? D1, E3. It could kind of maneuver within its own territory, but let's just pressure the C3 pawn. White's almost in zugzwang. Yeah, it's very close to zugzwang. I can play this. Oh, I can actually win the knight. I'm just gonna attack it. It won't have any moves. Yeah, the home invasion. Knight's like just tied up to a chair. Not even Harry Houdini can escape this. Is it worth taking? Let's take and then this. And the bishop will start munching on the pawns. Once I win this, then there's pass pawn potential. Oh, white's gonna get an outpost. Doesn't really hurt me. Offering the knight trade. Nom nom. Okay, I should just promote and get the game over with. Making sure to minimize the spike checks. Okay. Well, that was fun. Hopefully an instructive game against the London. Yeah, generally, if you play the London as white, you should avoid this exact position. When I play this as white, the move to play is knight d2 to then meet queen b6 with dc5. And I got a nice structure, got some nice positional play, won the pawn. Life was good. Okay, back to tournament. So the leader has 5 points. I'm not sure how much I want to berserk, because I want to keep things chill and instructive. But we'll see. We'll see how competitive it gets towards the end. Thank you, Bartholomew Pepperoni. First time Prime. Appreciate that. I see the chat from Fatsy in Twitch chat. I bumped into your videos yesterday and it's my first live stream. Welcome. Yeah, welcome to the new and returning viewers. Let's play e4. I'll mix up the openings a bit more compared to like when I do Title Tuesday. And this is an opening I've been playing a little bit in the Tricks and Traps speedrun. The nameless, tricky Sicilian sideline. I actually had this exact position in the most recent episode. I think my opponent played bishop e7. Bishop d6 is also logical. I remember analyzing like some moment I should have played bishop f4 sooner. Bishop f4 is actually kind of tricky here. This bishop's not defended. I'm threatening knight takes f7. Takes and then win back the piece and be up a pawn. So black is already under some pressure here. If takes, I get initiative. What are you drinking? I don't actually know fully what's in this. My wife made me some delicious iced tea. There's mint and ice and some kind of tea. It's also lightly sweet. It's pretty good. Very refreshing. Weather's getting oh man. Oh, there's goji berries too. Something was getting stuck in my throat. The weather's getting warmer in St. Louis, so 'tis the season of iced tea. Black just lost a tempo. Bishop d6, bishop e7. Can I provoke black to lose another tempo? I'm looking for the follow-up after takes. Can I do damage? And this is just such a normal, like, thematic move. I'm smelling blood. Because I'm fully developed with the minor pieces. The knight's pinned. I could pin the other knight. I mean, bishop g5 might make some sense here. I don't think taking leads to much. Another idea is queen f3. Like queen f3 castle queenside. And then pin the knight to the queen. I think I like this better. Also, I have a vague memory of like analyzing this exact idea in the speedrun episode. And it was in the line where like I should have played bishop f4. I'll have to rewatch that moment and see like how close I was analyzing to this exact position. Oh, wife is in YouTube chat. So the tea is blood orange rooibos with yuzu, honey, pineapple, mint, goji berries, and love. Okay, that's actually tasting exactly what I would have thought. Does that make sense? I should have tried to guess. I can definitely taste the love though. That's a mouthful. A mouthful of goodness. Ooh. Oh no, black's queen. But then oh no, my queen. I could take with bishop. I think I should just take with bishop. I want to keep queens on the board. And it still seems like I have pressure here. I can take and then trade queens and then knight e4, but bishop e7. mean, rook he1 is like a very normal move. I'm also looking at this move. Idea to like take and then this, or even this. Yeah, let's go for knight a4. It's getting spicy. I'm actually not sure if I'm threatening takes, and bishop d6, because takes. And maybe I'm just threatening this. Black's position seems a little bit delicate here. Okay, knight d5. Oh, where's my tactic? I mean, there's c4. C4... Oh, c4 queen g5. Can I start with this then? I like the idea of including this. I also like the idea of just playing this. Because of queen g3, f6. Yeah, let's play this. Yeah, rooks on open files have smiles. Rooks on half open files. Did they have half smiles? This rook is still pretty happy. I'm trying to set up tactics with the X-ray vision. Like I might be threatening bishop g7, king g7, rook d5. Although bishop g7, queen g5 check. But then the bishop's not defended. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty far out of first. It's a long tournament though. Over 2 hours to go. And it's 2.5 hours total. It is important to note, like if I take here first and then take, the bishop's pinned to the rook. So this could be a double-edged sword where I don't want to be on the receiving end of the edge, if that makes sense. But yeah, black's under a lot of pressure here. It's still underdeveloped. Maybe f6 makes some sense. a6 as well. Yeah, now I probably don't have time to do my tactics. And the bishop... Where'd you put the bishop? Bishop d3? Prepare the double bishop sack? Let's do it. So there's a pretty rare type of combination in chess where you sack both bishops to completely destroy the castled king. But it might be a threat here. It takes here, 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 take here. And the eventual idea would be to rook lift. Maybe there's rook d5 in the end. Like winning back one minor piece and then... Yeah, actually, the more I look at it, the more I think this does work. Bishop h7, like sack both bishops. Are we going to see f6? Looks like a weakening move. I might be able to just reply with aggression. Okay, doing very well on time. Up nearly 2 minutes. Do you even rook lift? Sometimes it depends on the position. And the rooks are chilling for the time being. Wow, okay, so this does change things a little bit. Because there's not rook takes d5 in the end. But I could still finish with a rook lift. So let's calculate. Takes here, check here, sack the bishop, takes. It's not super clear cut. Looking for the rook lift, like rook e5. I could throw in a check actually. Queen g4, force the king to h5, and then rook e5. But then there's f5. And the rook lifts to the third rank don't work because black's controlling these squares. I guess I could take this in the end. It seems really close to working. So looking at taking first. There's actually a simpler tactic here, I think. I think I can just take the bishop. Take and then bishop d6. That just looks cleaner. Because then if queen takes d6, I win the thing. The discovery. Knight takes bishop with check. I don't think changes much. Okay, let's do it. After the game, I can analyze if the double bishop sack worked. Oh, I'm just realizing there's queen g5 check. Oh, does this not work? Maybe it doesn't work. Do I have this? All right, let's still do this. I thought it was clean. Also, I lost most of my time advantage. Still have a few seconds, though. Okay, I'll take with rook. There's this, or that, okay. Always play king b1. I still like the position. It's still not easy for black to develop the bishop. I guess black wants to play e5. Queen g3. Queen g6 might happen. b5. I'll attack the queen. I still want a rook lift. Queen h4. Rook g3 is on tap. f6 would be an attempt, but I think it still walks into rook g3. And then bishop f6. I also might have some ideas of queen e7. I'm just realizing. Like if queen f5, I can play queen e7 and say, oh no, my queen. If takes its mate, and the bishop can't develop. Oh no, my queen. It's actually pretty beautiful and also looks pretty crushing. If rook f8, okay, well here I take the bishop. Rook f8, I had this. Okay, real quick, did the double bishop sack work? Wait, did I blunder? Bishop d6. I missed a stronger option, queen g3 here. So in this position, bishop takes g7 is a move. Bishop h7. Okay, this is winning. Here, here. Oh, I could have done it. I just didn't see the clean follow-up. I guess I just take the bishop. White's down a piece, but... rook h8? Queen g4, king f8? Oh, then I win the knight. Okay. Still a fun game. Yeah, really nice position from the opening. d5 also playable. Okay, back to tournament. I have some catching up to do. Played 2 games. Leader has played 6 games. Wow. I have not yet berserked. Does chat want me to berserk? I'm also willing to play like different openings if people have favorite openings they want to see. Okay, I'll decide whether to berserk based on my pawn's rating. Is he reading Twitch chat? So during games, I don't look at chat as much. Between games, I have both chats open. Play the cow. Any alternatives to the cow? Caro Khan. Okay, let's berserk. Let's play Accelerate Dragon. See one Accelerate Dragon request. Although, okay, against f4, I'm gonna use my executive decision and play this one. This is considered to be the best line against f4 on move 2. And we might actually get a structure resembling Caro Khan, because I can develop the bishop outside of the pawn chain. Bishop g4. So after e6, the bishop is more free. I'll take a closer look at opening recommendations before the next game. A lot of white openings suggested too. One cabbage opening. I haven't played the cabbage in a long time. I don't think I'll want to play at this tournament. Yeah, so going forward, center is already pretty closed. I mean, the knight probably wants to come to f5. If h3, I'll take on f3. An ideal setup is probably a combination of knight f5, h5, bishop e7. I think there's many cases where black doesn't castle kingside. Like the king is already pretty safe in the center. And especially if I play h5, the rook probably wants to stay on the h-file. There is the idea if white played h3, then eventually I can try and achieve h5, h4, knight f5, knight g3. I might end up castling queenside, trying to attack on the king side. Yeah, white's maybe trying to figure out how to develop the queen side. Queen e1? Yeah, queen e1's a very typical move. Like when you play f4 early against a Sicilian. In this case, I'm not sure if there's much future for the queen. Knight d4 might already be a consideration. And bishop d1. I'll start with h5. Discouraging g4. Yeah, if the queen were still on d1, then I'd be a bit more hesitant to allow bishop h5. So this is basically an ideal version of a French without the bad bishop. White is maybe dreaming of playing d4, but a lot of things controlling d4. Considering this, like c4, bishop c5. Let's do it. Winning connect 4. Making this bishop happier. Also clamping down on the square. And the dream would be to plant a knight on d3. But that's kind of hard to achieve. The alternative dream is to just put the bishop here. And then maybe create some attack on the king side. I'm trying to figure out the follow-up. Like, imagine bishop c5, king, let's say king h2. Like, how do I actually open things up? Eventually g5, maybe queen c7, g5. En passant. Interesting. So this pawn is gonna survive for a little while. And let's start with bishop c5. I might already be winning material. Knight e3 is coming. Attacking the rook and threatening the fork. And there's h4 too. Okay, it's not so simple. If I play this, there's knight b3. Let's start with h4. Like, the rook is nearly trapped. Actually, the rook is trapped. Like, white can't stop this. You have king h2, knight g3. I'm controlling all these squares. Okay, knight g3. I can take the rook with check. It's maybe a question, do I want to take the rook? Because the knight is probably stronger than the rook in this position. I think I'll just play bishop e6. I'll let the rook just marinate on f1. Not sure if marinate is the right word. I mean, the meal is already on my plate. I don't have to eat it right away. Okay, now I take the rook. Because I get a bonus meal. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Nom nom. So black is up a rook and 2 pawns. Interesting. Okay, let's just go in with the queen. Idea queen g3. Yeah, so if I win this game, I'll get, I guess, 5 points for the standings. I think that's how it works. Where's a knockout? There's this move. Because queen h2, the king would run. With knight c4, I'm threatening bishop e3. Yeah, very pleasant game. I still have castling rights. Yeah, this might be the most efficient way to win. I get the knight in, get the queen in. Okay, first place still has 20 points. Yeah, made in 2 more moves. The rare purple king. It's when you pre-move on top of the king. Okay, very pleasant game. Hopefully an instructive game too. Got a very nice structure out of the opening. Eventually got some
Would you consider a
tactics.
Minesweeper stream? Minesweeper.online seems like the leeches of Minesweeper.
Oh, I've never played. Actually, I have played Minesweeper like on the old Windows, whatever. But I've never played Minesweeper on stream, I don't think. I would consider it. Welcome back, Kev McGee. I'm not sure how great my Minesweeper skills are. Anyway, I'm 33rd place. 3 wins so far. Oh, hey, welcome back, Josh.
Gonna make pad thai even though I'm going to
Oh.
Thailand in a month.
That's respectable. There's never a bad time to have pad thai. Or make pad thai. I tried making pad thai once, but it didn't compare to the pad thai you find in Thailand. Okay, another Sicilian. I'm going to play Grand Prix attack. Actually, let's play this one. Bishop c4. e6. Let's play h4. Okay, this is already getting interesting. I'm tempted to take. Take, f takes. All right, let's play bishop e2. There's a nice idea behind bishop c4 on move 3, which my opponent didn't quite walk into. I could show after the game if I remember. Some fun chess mood prep. So black has only moved pawn so far. I have a small lean development. And generally it's nice to have this pawn tension. h5 attacking g6. Black plays g5. All right, let's play d4. Attacking the rook. Preventing bishop g7. Now I win this pawn. Yeah, this looks really good. Like almost as tasty as pad thai. Oh no, my queen. Wow, that was like instant reincarnation. The queen died and was reborn within a split second. Oh no, my rook. Someone call an ambulance. But not for me. Yeah, if knight takes a1, there's queen b6 checkmate. Okay, that was a fun game. Let me just show the quick trap. Because most players play bishop g7 here. Actually, in Master's database, this also scores quite well. And then the idea is to play queen f3. This scores really well in Master's database. Small sample size, only 8 games, but on Lichess, 125,000 games. And this is not just a like cheapo to go for the I guess the 5-move checkmate on f7, but the main idea is to sack the pawn with d4. C takes d4 and then knight b5. And we're targeting d6. And if this, then bishop f4. And white's having fun here. White scores really well. I've had games where players play e5, allowing this, and Black's whole position falls apart. If bishop e5, there's a fun line, takes, queen a3, with still some nice initiative for white. So anyway, back to tournament, 14 points, 8th place, 99 minutes to go. Welcome back, Critical Brad.
This game reminded me of the time you started the game with 12 pawn moves.
I don't know if I want to try that challenge again in this tournament. Playing Happysanta. I've played this opponent once before. Stafford Gambit time? Okay, Stafford Gambit time. I'm actually not sure if the previous game I played against this player was Stafford Gambit. But let's have some fun. I'm actually not so happy to see this line, but gotta do what I gotta do. I mean, most players who play this are not fully aware they're allowing bishop takes f2. And most of the time, this does lead to some fun for black. The reason why I'm maybe not so happy entering this line is there's one variation where white can basically force a draw, and if I want to play for a win, I'll be much worse. But we'll see what happens. Getting some early time advantage. So of course, if takes, I win the queen. The king has to choose where to move. There's 5 legal king moves. 1 legal pawn move. There's many illegal pawn moves. Okay, this I'm happy to see. This is actually one of the funniest lines of the Stafford. Where white can play king takes e4 and be up 2 minor pieces, but have the king smack in the center. And it's playable. I forget exactly what the engine says. Maybe close to equal. Knight c3. Okay, I'm actually on my own here. I don't remember prepping or studying this. So let's try and lock in. I mean, I could take, and then there's options. The first thing I want to calculate is this. Provoking this. And then queen g3 looks interesting. Preparing this. This king e2. I might just play queen g5. It looks rich with possibilities. This is sometimes a judgment I'll make, like when calculating, especially in blitz or rapid, where I don't want to burn too much time. You just kind of intuitively decide that there should be enough possibilities. It's also a difficult decision for white again. Like, should white move the king up and win the knight? Should white retreat and allow the fork? King f3 also looks kind of scary. Actually, king f3... Oh, king f3, queen g3. It's like I keep calculating. My original thought was, if this or this, I play queen g3. Let's say king takes e4, queen g3, ensuring the king can't run back. I'm threatening like rook e8 or f5, maybe even c5 and then rook e8. So let's calculate king takes e4, queen g3, queen f3, rook e8, king d4, queen e5, king c4, bishop e6, king b4, a5, king a4, b5, king a3, queen c5, king b3, a4, knight takes a4, b takes a4, checkmate. Yeah, there's some fun lines. And some funny lines. I think white's going to have to walk into this, or something similar to this. Because with king f3, then it's basically the same thing, but I get extra tempo. I think it's force mate, right? Like here. I guess there's not king b3 immediately. There's this. Yeah, these pawns are actually kind of nice in keeping the mating attack alive. I wonder if Happysanta is still happy. If I were my opponent, I'd probably be terrified Santa. Okay, I might be the recipient of a nice gift very soon. I didn't berserk this game. Also, I'm dropping in places. Okay, we see king f3, which I think this is force mate. If it's not force mate, I should win like a lot of material. So king e2, it's checkmate. The king has to take the knight. And then check here, check here, check. Yeah, there's no way of blocking. Oh, there's knight d5. Well, that's fine. Just going to take another moment. I like what I see. I could play b5. But b5, knight b5, pawn b5, king b3. I think this is better. Yeah, so this is what I was calculating earlier. I was calculating with the queen on f3. I'm actually trying to conceptualize some en passant checkmates. Like, is there a line where I can get my pawn to a4 and then provoke b4? It's not necessary. I should just, finish the game
Eric,
efficiently.
my best friend.
John Bon Pony, my best pony, welcome back. Happy 4 years of being my best pony. Hope life is good. So white has only 2 legal moves.
One less than the squares on the board.
Happy 63 to old Walter. Yeah, that was a fun game. Just to show, if white plays king g1, this is kind of the drawing line. The best continuation is just to repeat. I'd probably end up going for knight g3. Knight g3 actually scores better for black. But this is objectively not that great. Like, white's much better here. So, what happened in the game after king e3? Oh, white's better here too. Best move queen f3. Knight c3. Did I not punish this properly? Ah, best move king e2. So I should have taken. So if takes, queen f6. With some engine lines. Okay, moving on. Still trying to climb. Here we go. Let's berserk. I'll play e4. Another Sicilian. Let's play bishop c4. Interesting sideline. h6. I guess I'll play rook e1 first. And decide if I want to play d4 or c3 d4. Play this. Ensuring black can't play d5. I could play a4. And d4 still looks logical. Let's play d4. Yeah, let's play d4. I think bishop f1 is very natural. Knight is not that great on a5. Bishop is very solid on f1. I'm dreaming of smothered mate. Feels close. Considering knight f5 here. I should play quicker. Knight f5. Calculating a4, b4, knight d5, take, d6. Maybe queen h5. Let's go for queen h5 first. So if g6, queen e5. If d6, I'm wondering about takes, bishop d7, then takes. And the pawn and bishop would be pinned. Bishop f4 looks natural. I've burned some time, but I'm happy with the position. Now can I take? A threatening smothered mate. Also threatening the fork. And after takes, the threats still remain. So it's looking really nice. Looking at knight g6, knight c7, king e7, queen c5, king f6, e5, king f5, Bishop d3, king takes f4, queen e3, king g4, queen g3, checkmate. Oh, that's not checkmate. King h5, bishop e2, checkmate. Yeah, I'm not sure what black does here. I still have a lot of climbing to do. 84 minutes left. Okay, are we gonna go down the line I just was looking at? Queen c5. I mean, there's d6, bishop d6. Oh wait, d6, bishop d6, queen d6. Oh, that's actually kind of a big oversight. So queen c5 doesn't work, I don't think. I have knight d5, take and then take. That's interesting. Let's play knight d5 first. Give black the option of taking the knight. And I should be thinking in this position. Like, what's the alternative? Taking the rook? My bishop's attacked. Hmm. And it's actually not that simple. Hmm. Honestly, I thought I was getting more. It still looks fun. Just really have to watch my time. Okay, 5. So again, I could check. Oh, where to put my queen, though? Queen d1. I have this. Not sure about this. I feel like I'm running out of steam a little bit. So I currently have 2 pawns for a knight. Wow, so take. Interesting. Trade. Yeah, this is a fight. Just over a minute. So rook and 2 pawns for knight and bishop. And these pawns want to push. I still like the position. The time situation is the biggest concern. The next few moves should be pretty intuitive. Let's play this. Less than a minute, no increment. And d7 is a target. 95 can always get kicked with f4. So I'm threatening this, also threatening to take and take. I do abandon the c-pawn, but I don't think that's a big deal. Bishop takes c3, I have b5. Now the knights are going to be disconnected. Yeah, I should just be winning a knight. And 45 seconds should be plenty of time here. Check. I could have taken the rook, but this actually looks fancier. Okay. Good game. Yeah, I got some... I thought I got a crushing attack, but then my opponent resisted, and the position's objectively drawn. Wow. So this is not the best decision. Best move, knight f5. Yeah, the position was ripe for knight sacrifices. Well, moving on. 5th place. Still over an hour left. I'm going to switch back to London. I've played e4 a bunch so far. And I just want to return to my bread and butter. There's a question, what's chess hair? It's basically an external engine that you can set up with Lichess. And it acts as a cloud engine, so it's, I think, more powerful than what you can run locally. The developer of it reached out to me and gave me some access. It's also nice, like, especially when analyzing from my phone, I don't have to rely on my phone's like processor. Because using Stockfish can drain the battery life pretty quickly. So feeling good here. Opponent also berserks back, so we basically have a 5-minute game. Still counting for rapid raiding. I don't want to trade off my bishop. Bishop d6 looks playable. I do have to be a little bit careful. I like the queen on a3. I'm trying to figure out my middle game plan. Maybe it's just to win material with tactics. Bishop e7. The pin from behind. I was going to say my middle game plan might be to like play very positionally on the queen side. Okay, a7's not defended. Actually trying to determine, does it make sense to take? I guess so. Wait, queen a7, rook e3. Take king there. I'm not sure. f4, queen e7. Let's do it. I might regret this. Oh, wait. I had a complete hallucination. I was calculating queen e7, but there's a knight on f6.
Love when I can catch a stream live. Hello from Ireland.
Oh, hello. So now if I take... Again, f4. Okay. Yeah, let's just consume the pawns on the queen side. I spent so much time calculating rook e3, f4, queen e7. Bach plays f4. I guess I could take it. Take on c6. Bishop d7 would attack the queen and still attack the bishop. I'm relying on queen a6. It should be fine. I have to be a little bit careful. And the rook's defended. Do I care about b2? Now b2's defended too. So rook c8. How to do this? There's king g1. Rook c8 and then king g1. Oh no. I blundered. Allowed this. Wait, do I have this? I think I have this. I think I'm okay. This looks terrifying, but I think it's fine. So the queen and the rook help defend this rook. And the rooks defend each other through X-ray vision. Yeah, everything's okay. False alarm. No one call an ambulance. Or if an ambulance is called, it's not for me. Okay, Black wants to push a pawn. Let's play this. It's a long tournament, so inevitably there's going to be some chess fatigue. Let's force a queen trade. Okay. Well, yeah, that game, we both berserked, but it still went the full distance. But when we both berserk, it still reduces the maximum time the game can go. So usually a tournament like this, you want to maximize the number of games you get to play. I'm third place. Thunderstruck, Berserk winning most of the games. I'll try and continue to mix up the openings. All right, Berserk. Should I go back to Sicilian? Never played this opponent before. Let's play Sicilian. I'll play this tricky line. F4 is the main move. There's other moves too. There's bishop e3. There's taking. Interesting. Not sure if I can exploit this. I don't think I've looked at this move before. A6 makes some sense. Play queen c5. Maybe I had f5 there. Sure. Hmm. Does that work? I mean, there's bishop g4. Not exactly what I want, but I might have to. Trying to set up this. Um, that's a move. Pressure. Oh, there's a tricky trap. To make it work, though. Start by taking. Okay, so if takes, I take here. I think. And if takes, I take. There's pawn diamond potential. I'm up 2 pawns. And bishop is short on squares. Go all the way back. All the way back. Redevelop this way. King d4, it's almost a mating net. Let's get the pawn diamond. Let's start with this. Oh, actually, how to do this. Checking this. Oh, I wanted the pawn diamond. It would have been a Rosen trophy. Good game though. It was, I'm happy with that game. I want to quickly check this h4 move, which I should be prepared for. Last move e5. Interesting, e5. It's like queen d2. Oh, there's still the idea to sack the exchange. Okay. Well, I took down the tournament leader, but they're still leading the tournament. I have a streak. Basically 2 Berserk wins away from taking first place. And we still got time. 57 minutes and some change. I see the comment from Tyrant. I just watched your mouse slip rook sack into stalemate. Nice. Yeah, that was yesterday's stream. I set up a stalemate trap by accident. Okay, let's berserk, because I'm still trying to climb back. We'll have a London opening. Bishop d3. Actually wondering if there's a way to exploit this move. I'm not sure. I'll try and get the bishop pair. I'm actually thinking about putting the bishop on h6, line with the queen. Let's start with this. Lining the rook with the queen. And the drawback of this is if I want to take, then the rook hits the bishop. I might be threatening to like take and take. The move order might be important. Like if I take too early, there's takes and then my knight's pinned to the rook. Of course, it depends what white does too. Oh, there's another person who says they watched the YouTube short and stumbled upon the live stream. I wonder if that's a good strategy, is to like post a short shortly before I go live. Also, wait, takes, and then I have to be careful not to blunder. I can capture 3 different minor pieces here. Wait, let's just take this bishop. Provoking the bomb cloud.
Visiting St. Louis again in June for work.
Oh, hey, let's go.
I'll try and make time to swing by the club.
Definitely. The club is bigger now. They opened their expansion in October. So they're now, I think, over 30,000 square feet. And there's a new restaurant opening too. That'll be attached to the club. Okay, bishop a6. Bishop a6 looks really nice. And I could take the knight and provoke the bomb cloud, but I think there's more value in keeping this bishop piercing through the position. And with the bishop controlling f1, white's king is stuck in the center. Also, there's a line, let's say knight e5, take. If e takes, queen takes d4, I think works. The c-pawn's pinned. Maybe a question, do I take the bishop first? I probably should. Okay, well here, let's take this. And then takes. Queen d7 mate is a threat. Okay, let's take here first. And this should be fine. Actually, it's a nice line. If queen takes d5 threatening this and this, I take here with check and then rook d8 would pin. I have f6 here. There's queen e6. There's this. So attacking the knight. Yeah, this doesn't work because queen takes e3. Okay, very pleasant position. Got the bishop pair, up a pawn. Yeah, white's position is kind of in shambles. Could play e5. White wants to castle queenside. Play rook d8 first. Kind of dreaming of e5, d4. Can I sack? It feels close. I'm going to start with this. Preparing a potential sack. And the b-pawn is overworked. Now the knight's pinned to a2. guess there's knight b3. Now white's trying to defend. I mean, d4 is still a major idea. Allowing this, but then this. Now I can take. Okay, as long as I manage my time, life should be good. G3 is attacked. Oh no, white's queen. I still have some climbing to do. So this should put me at 38 points. Okay, that was a fun anti-London game. On a berserking streak. 3 points out of the first. Oh, playing Art-Vega. Fellow streamer, shout out to my opponent. Let's not berserk. We have played twice before. Time for Ponziani? Ponziani time. This position is in the YouTube thumbnail. He's probably prepared for this. Let's play Queen A4 anyway. Let's see what we get. Oh, Knight F6. This is Svidler Hikaru? Or Hikaru Svidler. Pretty sure it's this. Like Bishop D6 takes. There's some theory here. I remember it's very dangerous to take the pawn. Yeah, this is one of these Ponziani lines that's it's very risky for white. Bishop E2 makes sense. There's a YouTube video. It's like the post-game interview. I think Hikaru was white against Fiddler from maybe a decade ago, maybe more, where they analyze this line very, very deeply. I think the YouTube video has like probably less than a couple thousand views. But I remember like when I was studying the Ponziani, it's one of the main resources I used to learn about this line. So what to do? Bishop G5 looks natural. Pin the knight. Develop a bishop. Prepare knight D2. I mean, there's H6. Take knight D2. Let's do it. So this is a gambit from black. Like, I'm up a pawn here. Black has some compensation with pressure in the center. I'm uncastled. But if I can develop and get my king safe, then I should be okay, especially if I can hold on to the extra pawn. Okay, so knight d2 looks normal. If c5, queen c2. Yeah, for anyone that wants to find the game between Svidler and Hikaru, it's probably best to find the game in the Lichess database, like Masters database, identify the tournament, and search that tournament in year in YouTube. Which maybe I could do after the game. I think I have to take. If I play this... Actually, maybe it's playable. G5 here. D4 is defended. Allow bishop f4. Or d1. Bishop f4 is unpleasant. Okay, if I take knight f3. I'm gonna do this. I feel like I should have enough against bishop f4. I'm not sure. I was beginning to calculate bishop f4, rook d1, and then if c5, I'm just going to play this. So there's a combination of like take g5 and then winning this. But black would have to commit to giving away the bishop pair. It's interesting. Take. Considering king takes. No, I should take with a rook. Yeah, I guess rook c2. And there's options. There's rook d4. Rook c2 could walk into the eventual bishop f5. And there's rook d1. Problem is queen e7 happens in a lot of these lines. I'm actually thinking rook d3 here. Rook d3 take, and then take with pawn. So queen e7, rook e3, probably the way to go. Yeah, rook e3 I think it's an important resource to me, queen e7. Also keep the rook pinning the bishop. Yeah, there are too many drawbacks with rook c2. Oh, hey, it's take app in chat. How's it going? You're a VIP. Hope life is good. I have been using the take app a little bit. A different way to play on Lichess. But yeah, if you're just joining, I'm playing the hourly, or no, not the hourly, the daily Rapid Arena. Oh no! And I get forked. Wait, that's actually not good at all. Because there's going to be bishop g4. Oh dear. Wait, this is... Okay, this is maybe still playable. Queen d4. I lose exchange. If bishop g4, I can trade f3 and then maybe win c7. I think I have to try it. And there's queen d1, which is probably the same thing. Completely forgot about knight c5. Okay. I'll play queen d1. Oh no, my rook. Bishop f5 also. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. Oh no, bishop f5, I could take it. If queen e7 castle maybe? Then at least after takes, keep queens on the board. I feel like there's still some practical chances. I got careless there. Wait a minute, bishop here, take? There's takes first. Oh dear. Okay, he misses it. With queen a6 maybe. Bishop g4 maybe was just completely winning there. Can I take? That's still not looking great. I'd love to keep queens on the board. And queen a6 is maybe the way to go. Queen a6. Am I guaranteed to castle? Scared of rook b8. Rook b8 castle. Oh, what to do? Queen c2 maybe. Nothing looks pretty. Queen c2, there's bishop c4. I could castle right away. Let's see. I'm gonna play queen a6. I need to keep queens on the board. Ideally keep my bishop here too. Try and generate some counterplay. It's probably the worst position I've had all tournament thus far. I'm calculating rook b8, I just sack the b pawn, bishop f3. Bishop d5, rook d1. I don't know if that works, there's takes, rook b1. I wanted to play rook b8, b3, but there's rook b6. Okay, here I can castle. I'm gonna take and play bishop d3. Wow. Can't really stop that. Can't stop it. Bishop d3, queen f3, take. Yeah, good move. There's queen d5. Queen e1. h5 doesn't work. I just have to allow it. So if queen d5, at least I can take and take on c7. Maybe fight. I don't think there's anything better. Okay, so I have a pawn. Some king potential. Still some chances. g4 might be useful. It's a good move. Not sure about this. Oh, I blundered rook e2. Okay. And there is this construction. Down a minute. Good game. Good game. At least I didn't lose. I had chances to win there. A little bit slow. I need more practice in Lichess time scrambles. I'm not used to there being like so little lag. That was a good fight though. What to do? I don't think I want to waste time because the tournament's still ongoing. I did lose my streak. But there's just under 27 minutes. And okay, there's chances to still climb higher. Okay, here we go. Do I berserk? I think I berserk. Playing the player in first. Double berserk. H5 is a move. Not sure if this works. I love castling with check. Okay, king win c7. There's a funny line. Do I do it for content? Kind of want to. Wait, I should play normally. Let's play this. I was thinking about the castle fork, but that's kind of far off in this position. Running this. Yeah, I was spending a lot of time there trying to conceptualize how to achieve the castle fork. I should really just be normal. There's knight d5 here. Maybe bishop e5 first, and then knight d5. Yeah, time is of the essence. Tournament clock's ticking. Okay, now knight d5. So I'm up 2 pawns. I have takes. I got the passed d pawn. Looking pretty good. Almost trapping the rook. Okay, that's a tactic. Let's take the rook. 2 bishops, too powerful. So I did lose the berserking streak. I still haven't lost a game. Okay, player in second place is on a streak. 22.5 minutes. So this is time for at least 2, maybe 3 more games. So 2 more Berserk wins will net me 3, and then... Oh, I'm playing Art-Vega again. I got a Berserk. I'm trying to win the tournament. That's okay if he doesn't Berserk back. Does he play? Let's play the triangle system. Cinderov style. But we'll have a Cambridge Springs. Which was also played in candidates. Divya played this. But okay, their game featured a different line. I wonder how much theory my opponent knows. The best move here is pawn takes pawn. We may have played this line before, actually. Not sure. Oh yeah, knight b3 is also playable. Although, can I take? Win back the pawn? Queen c7 as well. Let's go for this. So equal material. Allowing knight c5, like castle. I think I've maybe analyzed something similar to this at some point in the past. Remember this structure. F4 is coming. I have c5. c5, knight b5. Allowing this. I think this is overextending though. e5 is weak. There's rook a5. Have to watch out for f5 still. g6 might be called for. Didn't really want to play it, but it was just a headache to try and calculate f5 every move. King b8. Okay, pressuring this pawn. Some rook a3 idea. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure how to make progress. Rook a4. I do allow this. I think it's okay though. Like knight b5, rook d2, knight d6, king c7, or king b8. was kind of hoping for this and this. Just briefly calculating rook b3, rook d4. Knight b5 is still a move. I don't have king c7. King d7 maybe. It's risky. So I'm inviting the knight into my crib. And then I play b6. And the knight's kind of just dangling in my face. Like a Christmas ornament. As long as it doesn't hurt me. It's actually useful. The knight can't access c3 right now. I am attacking it. We might see this move. Oh, this move I have to defend somehow. I might have to move back. Are we gonna draw again? This would be a more peaceful draw. It's not gonna happen. I have a6. Yeah, just prevent knight b5. I'm making rook b3 a bit stronger. Maybe a6 was not a great option. Rook b3, b5. Rook c3, c5. Maybe it's okay. I want to play this. Wow. Take, a5. There's b5. c5. I'm trying to make a pass pawn. If b5, then I have a pass a pawn. Yeah, this is what I was calculating. It looks good. If knight b3, I can play rook d1, take the knight, king b6, and have potentially 3 connected passers. The king is very likely coming to the square very soon. I'm not sure about my hopes of winning the tournament. Because this game is going to probably go the full distance. But I think I'm in good shape. There's this move, knight c2 to a3. I guess I still play king b6 and get the rook in. It is true the pawn is pinned. It's hard for white to do anything. Like e4 loses a knight. Takes e4. Then I have rook d1, king moves, and then king b6. And it's still equal material. This could turn into a pawn race. G4. It's kind of scary. G4. Take f5. I take. I just move all the way back. There's this 2. Just do this. And the king is cut off. I'm pretty sure the king pawn ending should be winning for me. Let's take. I'm not sure actually. Take. Take on b5 first. Okay, I have to move quicker. Kind of scary. My time again. No time to waste. That came down to the wire there. I was down so much time, but that extra pawn, a bit easier to pre-move. Yeah, I don't think I have any shot of taking first unless I can win 2 games in about 6 minutes. Let's try and get one more game to count for the tournament. That was a stressful one. Oh, playing the person in first. Nappa's working back. There we go. London opening. I guess if I manage to win and it counts for the tournament, that puts me at 51. But based on the pace of my opponent, this game I feel like won't count for the tournament. So this is still theory. One of the more fun London lines, early 95. Now, black is already under some pressure here. Because the normal blocking moves don't work. Like a bishop d7 I take and then I win material. The black has to play this or this. I think taking is best. Also, king e7 is supposed to be slightly better to keep the queen defended. In this line, how does it go? c4? I can take advantage of the pin on the d file. Like after a6, bishop a4, black would like the king on e7, so this would be possible. But here the queen's undefended. Queen a5 walks into knight c3. I have had this a few times in the past. I think I just castle here. I take b5. I have to take on d7 first. Yeah, black is probably okay here. Bishop e5's coming. I have queen c2. There's knight d2, take. I'll play queen c2. I was calculating rook c8, a4. Never mind. Rook d1 here. Rook d1, queen c8. Rook d1 makes sense. I unpin the knight. Might be some ideas of bishop d6. They have queen c8, maybe knight d6. Yeah, also, if the tournament clock counts down to 0, the game does not get aborted. This is different from chess.com arena tournaments. Like, we still finish the game, it still counts for rating, and pride, and glory. I think I played a game once on Lichess where my opponent thought the game would get aborted and they just like sacked all their pieces before the tournament clock counted down. I don't think we'll see that here. Queen h4. I have bishop d6. It's kind of forcing. They take. Not too many other options. I want to play e4 in complete development. Calculating king g8, e4, knight f4. Yeah, also the tournament's officially over, so I'm fighting for pride, glory, and rating points. Wait, king g8, e4, knight f4, and g3? Looks shaky. But maybe playable? I also want a complete development. I also want a rook lift. A lot of things I want to do here. Wow. I also want to take, but then I get mated. Yeah, that move I did not see coming. Looks like I have to trade. I just take a knight c3. Anything else? Oh wait, there's takes. Almost missed this. This wins a pawn, I think. It's a weird tactic, like discovery and defense. Okay, so I win the pawn.
What's your score against Jan Gustafsson? Do you think you could beat him in a best-of-5 series?
Oh, I'm not sure. Can't remember last time we played. I feel like we played once or twice, but the memory is slightly suppressed. I have to focus here still. Knights are a little bit awkward. Knight b3. Hesitant to play rook c1 because knight b4. But then knight c4, it should be fine. I'm getting this takes this, threatening this and this. Also preparing a3. I may have overlooked rook d8. But then I should win a6. I think at the very least I'll hold on to extra pawn. At the very most I'll fork and win everything. Yeah, still gotta watch my time. What happened to... There was another player who was towards the top, Thunderstorm. Did they drop off? All right, let's focus. Oh, bishop d5. Wait, so I have a fork here. I don't know if it works, but it looks interesting. So take. If bishop takes, I win the knight. Is my knight getting trapped? It's ready to escape. Rook's attacked. I have this move. Knight c1. I think I have this move. I have this move too. I'm trying to be more active. Knight c1's kind of crazy. Because if this, there's this. So I think knight c1, I have rook d2. At least I restrict the king and the knight. Should probably just make Luft. Might be force a threat. Okay, let's play this. I just want to simplify and live happily ever after and not flag. Oh dear. Take. Okay, let's take first. Check. And here. A6 is hanging. I should still make Luft. If takes, then it's a eternal pin. Let's play G3. Check in here. Should be enough time, but you never know. Gotta lock in. Check. Tickle, tickle. Oh, too slow. Oh, I didn't lock in enough. At least it didn't count for the tournament. GG. GG. That was still fun. I hope people enjoyed the chess. Had some good fights. Thank you, Yekum. First time Prime. That was a lot of chess. 2.5 hours. 1,444 players. Thank you, Caffeine Gambit. I finished most of this iced tea, which is now room temperature tea. I do want to show just a quick chess lesson. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time, but the way to win this position, I was trying to set it up. Just analyze. Wait, how do we do it? I have to do this. There's a cool winning idea, but you have to set it up correctly. You first have to get the rook to f5. So let's just play some waiting moves. You get the rook to f5. And then you're threatening g6. Black will eventually be forced to the back rank like this. And then you basically get this position. If their king's not on h8, and let's say they play this, then you win with this, this, and g7 comes. And if the king's on h8, then there's a very nice idea to sacrifice a rook. And after takes, you play this. If they play this, you play this, and mate is coming. Rook f6 doesn't really help. You take here, here, and you queen. But then there's another idea. If king h7, it's important not to have auto queen turned on. Or auto rook, if that's a thing. Promoting to queen or rook would be stalemate. But you could promote to knight or bishop, which is winning. This happened, I think this happened in, was it US Championship? Most recent one? Hans Niemann against Abhimanyu Mishra. Hans was flexing before he played rook f8, like he grabbed the knight and bishop from across the board and was like ready to underpromote. And then Abhimanyu played king g8, so he didn't give Hans a satisfaction. Yeah, promote to bishop, and then this was winning. Yada, 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 yada. Anyway, I gotta work on my speed skills on the chess. Maybe it's time to upgrade my mouse. I don't know. But thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate the good energy. This was a nearly 3-hour stream. So it's time for me to end. Time to get some food. Stay tuned for YouTube content and Twitch content. My next stream will probably be tomorrow, 3:00 Thursday. So stay tuned and goodbye.